Hey dancer, yes, this is for you. I have this word that popped up in a conversation and it hit my spirit, and I really felt like, man, this is really significant for, I don't know if it's the year for you, or it might just be the next few months. It might even be just this month, right now in this moment. And I just really feel it is significant for the now. And it's simply this: it's time for you to be carefree. This video is going to explain that a bit more though, because there's a context to this. Okay, this is an encouragement for you, dancer. If you're creative, it would relate as well, but I'm really passionate about dancers, and I need to explain why before I unpack what I'm saying about being carefree. So let's just set the tone on why you are really important right now and why your dance voice should not be silenced. I have been in the street dance community for now like 20 years. I have had the privilege of seeing so many dance generations come through. There's been such depth in the history of our street dance scene, but the biggest thing that has hurt my heart is when I see a dancer give up. And through the years, I've seen so many dreams never come to fruition, never get a chance to even breathe. And I want to encourage whoever is watching that you have something very unique placed inside of you. You have unique skill sets that maybe are discovered or have yet to be discovered that only you can provide to our world. And you know, I tell my girls all the time, they're gonna reach people I will never be able to reach. That's why we need you. And if you're watching this video and you're in this on the fence period, you're like, oh, dance has been such a burnout, exhaustion for me. Do I want to continue? Is it a hobby? Is it a career? Do I put all the eggs in that basket? Do I not? Struggling with the mind battles, the fears, the comparisons, oh my gosh, the list can go on. And I'm speaking from experience, and I'm speaking from my friend's experience, and just collaboratively, there's so much that goes on. And what that does, it has stifled so many creative artists, so many incredible New Zealanders with dreams that no one else probably would have thought of. And my biggest heartache is how many people have given up because it's become way too hard. And yes, it is hard. Maybe we've reached a point like, okay, maybe you relate to something of the long blah 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 list that I may have named. You might be on the fence, you might be confused, you might be exhausted, you might just actually be really exhausted. And can I tell you, dance is actually not exhausting. Can you let that sink in? Dance is an incredible outlet, language, whatever it is to you. It can be therapeutic, it can be healing, it can bring a sense of belonging and community, it can be a language that unites people. It has for centuries. It's just, there's so much good in it. What's not good is our mind battles. People and negative or weighing down expectations. It's other stuff, it's not dance. So the real question is not about dance itself, but it's about what's going on in you. And dance happens to trigger it. Maybe the community around it triggers things that's really uncomfortable for you, and so it causes us to think, oh, it's dance. But really, is it? Maybe the challenges you face as a dancer are the very things that you wouldn't learn anywhere else in life, and it's the catalyst for you to grow and discover things that you really need to confront. So it's time to be carefree. And you know, when you're dancing, when no one else is watching, it's in your garage or it's in your room, or you grab your comb and you pretend to sing, you're brushing, you're just like blasting music, and you're being really carefree. Do you know how much joy that brings you? And if you haven't done that, dang, have you lived yet? Ooh. Okay, I'll share a story. about this carefree thing. I didn't realize this in like, what do you call it? That light bulb moment, revelation. It's like, whoa, I get it. So I entered a Crump event. I think it was in 2019 or something. And oh mate, like, you know when you're hype and you're like, yo, I'm going to enter this event, or I'm going to do this dance competition or whatever, and you're really hype in the moment, and it's like, I don't know, 2 months earlier, you think to yourself, oh yeah, I can prep, yeah, I got time to train, yeah, cool, okay. So you register. Mistake number 1. You register in this confidence and thinking, okay, I'm gonna motivate myself to train. Anyway, 2 days before the event, you realize, oh, I haven't done anything. Yeah, that was me. So I entered this event and I was kicking myself. In fact, I think I've done this like a few different times. But this one particular one is where I realized, what have I gotten myself into? Like, are you serious, Nolz? Shucks, you haven't trained. You haven't done anything. You're going to go there and look like an idiot again because I did that the year before. So I get there and I realize, man, like, why did I put myself into this position where I'm not ready? I'm going to look like an egg. I'm going to look so backward compared to my level, as in I had already put expectations on myself, and that alone was pressure. Another topic, we won't go there today. And so I had this idea of like, man, this is what I'm good at. This is what I'm good at this level. If I had trained and labbed, blah, blah, blah. And I'm not there. And I was under so much stress realizing, man, like I'm gonna really suck. That's not great when you've built this idea that, man, people are gonna expect you to be good, and people, okay, so I get to the event. I was complaining to my little homies, my girls with me at the time, like, I was complaining the whole weekend of that event. And I was freaking out. I couldn't even lab properly. I think I came up with one idea. That was it. I just couldn't focus. I was really, the mind battles were real. And I was like trying not to pull out, because I don't quit things. If I've put my name down, I will follow through. Like, it's a very strong value of mine. Like, I need to keep my word. So I try my best to keep my word. I'm like, I can't pull out of this event. Anyway, I enter. But right before the event, I thought, oh, flip, you know what? I got nothing to lose. I don't care. I'm just going to dance. I'm going to just find the joy in it. See what happens. Then I made it through. First of all, I made it through to the tournament. And then I won the next battle. And then I'm like, oh, flip. I have to keep dancing now. Yeah, I wanted to get out of the tournament, like get cut first, because I was that freaked out. And then it kept going. Won another battle. And I was thinking, I haven't felt this good before. And it was the simple idea of like, I have nothing to lose. That's something that someone needs to hear today. We build these high expectations over ourselves, forgetting where we started, forgetting where the real joy came from, where it's like, I don't need to prove myself. I don't have anything to lose. I'm already stink. Everyone else in the room's better than me anyway, so who cares? I'ma just dance. And it was in that moment and that weekend that I realized, dang, like this was going 100 miles an hour, kilometers. And yet this one idea of being carefree really sunk in. And I ended up winning that tournament, and it was such an incredible, blessed weekend. And I think back going, man, winning was great, but this realization of what can you do when you are from a joyful, carefree, peaceful place? You would be a different person, wouldn't you? And you have access to that position to dance from if you can learn to turn down the noise. Look, I want to wrap this up real quick because you need to go away and process some things. You need to be asking yourself, man, like, where am I at with dance? Why do I fight with the very thing that should be bringing me and my community joy, which should be building my confidence, which should be building who I am, which should be a voice and an outlet and an expression to relate to other people and to build connections and relationship with others around me. Why is it that the very thing that I've been fighting with, or is such a struggle or a frustration, like, why is it that it's dance? And my question to you is, why have you made it so complicated? Why is your head noise clouding the very thing that the world needs you to bring joy in? If you're still watching, this has probably gone on a bit longer than I expected. I did write some notes and I threw it out because I really felt like this is not some cool video on how to. This is me really wanting to shake up the boldness in you, the courage in you to step out. It's time to write. And fear talks a whole lot of stuff, but it actually shouldn't have a powerful position in your ear when you have something unique to say, verbally or non-verbally. And we need that. We need your voice in this community. We need your unique perspective. We need your heart that will be very different to mine. And in that diversity, we can strengthen each other, learn from each other. So I don't know when the next time you're going to dance, whether you switch off this video and you chuck on your favorite playlist. Mine is from the 90s and 2000s, always. Just putting that out there. And you're going to go and just dance and jam, and who cares about technique and who cares about foundational movement and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that's cool and it's great in the context, but man, your joy is what matters. Your expression and freedom is what matters, and cut the crap with your expectations on yourself. Can I cut it for you? I've been there and done that. And it held me back for how many years? And I'm sick of it. Because yeah, I'm not perfect, I'm not great, but I have discovered the power of dance in my life. And I remember one thing that God spoke to me really clearly. The more you dance, the more you'll heal. And I realized it had nothing to do with movement. But every time I stepped out and every time I moved when I didn't want to move or danced, it just brought a whole different freedom level for me, realizing, man, why is it we run from the very things that can heal and grow us the most? I have no idea, but we're still learning together. This year, be carefree, all right? Yeah. And as we always end, I don't know how to end this.